Hello, hello. As the title suggests, I'm drawing tikis live. I already picked out the one I'm going to start with. So I'm going to start with drawing piano tiki. And then when I finish that, if I finish it on stream, we'll see what I do next. But yeah, first things first, piano tiki. Okay, now I need an angle. Hello, hello. How are y'all doing? Okay, it was straight. So I'm drawing piano tiki. I'm trying to see if I use what's it called? If I use symmetry, if it'll help me draw the corners, like the edges better, because its edges are around it, and so I don't want to have to try to draw each one individually. So remember your request. What was your request? What was it? I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I keep trying to redo it because I want it to look great. So it might be better if I did this first. No, that's not long enough. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. I'm drawing a piano tiki. Clean up the edges a little bit. Ooh. Yo, can y'all let me know if I sound okay? Like, am I muffled or do I sound okay? So, you know, I need that. Let's see. Yeah, I remember you talking about the that tiki, but what was it? What did it? What instrument is it? That's why I kept trying to figure out what instrument is it supposed to be. Okay, I can only make sounds based off the instrument it is. Okay, let's make another layer. This eye is too big. Okay. No, why did I do it that way? Okay, I'm trying to get the eyes right by using an individual ruler for each one. So I don't have to go back and nope, too small. So it's 2 rings. Okay, that's better. Okay. Four people. Well, there was once 12 for a little bit, and then the 12 disappeared. But it's okay. Okay, yeah, that's the face. Actually, a little wobbly. But that's okay because the tikis don't have to look perfect because they're not perfect in the game. Okay, we'll leave it like that for a bit, and then we're gonna go back to here. How many keys did I put on it? 18, okay. Okay, and how many of the black ones did I put? 13, okay. It's based off a whistle. Okay. Now that makes sense. I'm going to do this so I know where the lines are. No, I haven't done any tiki requests at the time because I've been focusing on a whole bunch of stuff. Like I work now and I do I got schoolwork and all that fun stuff. And if I have focused on tiki stuff, it's been digitally drawing these or taking the time to work on my series, which I released an episode for yesterday. But I don't forget about anybody's requests. The next time I do draw tikis, I'll draw the request. But also, I gotta make sure I have the sounds for it on my piano or on my keyboard that I play all the sounds on, because I'm not sure if I have. I'm pretty sure I have a whistle or something on there. I don't know if it's the exact one you're looking for, but a whistle, I might have it. I'm not sure. Okay, there's that. Okay, let's think. There's one in the middle, or at least it should be in the middle. Okay, let's see. Although now that I know that's a whistle, the name makes sense. Because at first I was like, interesting name, but now that I know that it's supposed to be a whistle, I understand it now. Yeah, the bird whistle. Oh, like I said, I don't think I have a specific. I don't think I have an actual like bird whistle sound. So at most, I'll have to do a regular whistle. Okay, there's all the keys done. Let's see. I already know what I'm gonna color it because I'm just drawing. I'm drawing it based off of what I've already drawn. Like I've already like traditionally drawn this. Now I'm just gonna digitally draw it. So I already know what colors I'm gonna use for it. Actually, actually, there we go. My favorite tiki from out of the original tikis, it would be a accordion. That's good enough. Okay, let's see. Now I need this designs. Wait, how many has 1, 2? Okay. There we go. Okay, and now I gotta. That green one should be bigger. The middle one is bigger than that. Yeah, that looks more right. And then there's a last one on the very outside. Yeah. And then it has leaves in the back. Right here. Actually, we're gonna make it a little smaller. Appearances for the tiki is a wooden bird whistle with feathers, a wooden head, and then the beak is the mouth. Okay. Look up. Oh, it's male. Okay. I'll have to look what the bird whistle looks like. I don't think I know what one looks like. Erase that. Okay. Issue. These are too big, but I think I could just make them smaller. Actually, no, I can't do that. I did that in the same layer. Never mind. Let's just draw them smaller. Okay. still too big, and I think it's the last one. It looks a little bit better. Okay. Okay, I guess I could add some coloring to some of it. I'm gonna remove that so I can get the. Actually, I might not have to remove that. I think that could stay. I'm gonna color the main body after and get this going right here. Not that big. Still too big. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Thus from here I'm going to make or start the coloring process. I know I don't have the arms yet, but the arms can come after all the other stuff. It's a grayish color. Yeah, it would be. Although what animal did you think it would possess? Now I'm curious. What animal would it take control over? Wrong layer. Okay, there's that. I just realized the entire bottom of this tiki is also in that. So I do need to do the bottom. A kangaroo. Interesting. Wrong color. I've came up with some of what I would think the custom tikis would possess, but I haven't done all of them yet. Like I know for Horno's possessing a duck, but not any like regular sized duck, like a giant duck. Okay, now I can color the rest. Who's my idea for making OC? What do you mean by that? Like, are you asking which ones I came up with? I don't think I quite follow you on that question. Oh, what color? I need a light blue. I don't think that's light enough. Okay, the ones that I came up with were they were Horno. Horno was the first one, then Symbols right after Horno, and then I know I did I think I came up with Steel Drum. Yeah, I came up with Steel Drum. I'm actually looking at my paper of the drawings now to see. I did Steel Drum. I did the electric guitar. I came up with the cello. Also came up with I think I came up with the trombone also. And I know I did drum and bongo. I also did harmonica. Um which other ones did I do? That might be it. No. Yeah. I think that's all the ones I came up with. And I think flute. Yeah, Fluto. I also did that. So those are all the custom ones I came up with. All the rest, other people suggested. Okay, that's the blue. And now I gotta do a darker blue. Maybe this. That'll look bad. Yeah. And then a green. A darker green and a lighter green. Yeah, okay, that's the darker looking green. And the dark green and light green don't look as well as on the drawing, because on the drawing at the time when I drew piano teaking, I didn't have a lot to draw. I didn't have, like, the colors weren't dark enough. Yeah, I've actually started a long time ago on making the the actual bosses for like the the animal bosses for the tikis. I started with Crazy Kalimba's boss, Mugly, and I just haven't finished Mugly. I started and never finished it because I got busy with other stuff. But who knows? Maybe one day I'll go back, try to finish it. Actually, yeah, this is dark. That's dark. Now I need a light green. Yeah, sure. Um, Gotta remove that so I can get the eyebrow. Which is that just straight black? It might be this color. You said so it's a good idea, why a boxing kangaroo for a boss fight? I like the idea. The boxing kangaroo, especially since that's what they do in the wild anyways. They kick box. So it definitely fits with the animal. Okay, yeah, darker green. I need a lighter blue. I didn't know I need a darker blue than that. And I also need another darker green. I probably will. When? I couldn't tell you. I just believe I will make it someday. I don't know when I'll start doing tiki requests again, or when I'll actually start drawing them. It might be soon, might not, I don't know. It depends. But especially since my main goal here is I want to make my own little drawing series. That's what my orb series is. I'm trying to make my own little series. Because my goal is to create a TV series one day. W Stream, thank you, thank you. Indeed, I will. Okay, that's that. I just need his arms and base. After I get the arms, that's piano tiki. Once I get the arms. The arms are down here. So for my original tiki, I know for Horno, like I said, it was the duck, the giant duck. For symbols, it was supposed. It's not an animal at the time, but I was kind of young when I made symbols. At the time I made symbols, he was supposed to hypnotize a nutcracker because I don't know. I was thinking about a nutcracker holding like a cymbals as an instrument at the time, but now I got to rethink symbols because a nutcracker is definitely not an animal. For I remember for drum, it was supposed to be this gooey like spider, like a spider that was leaking like this goo. For bongo, I can't remember what bongo was supposed to be, what animal bongo is supposed to control. Okay, and I didn't pay enough attention to how that looked because that's too small. His arms are supposed to be much longer than that. Maybe it's because I'm not using enough thickness in the. A king frog. Interesting. I'll think about it. But I haven't actually thought about most of the animals for any of the other OCs. It was really just horno cymbals, bongo, and drum. But after them, I didn't think about any of the rest. When I'm done with this, I'll probably turn this one into a design on my website or my store or whatever. Okay, the hands are making me mad because they're not looking right. that looks a little bit better. Nope. Nope. Okay. We're gonna have to take that one slower. I'll just fix that over here, this area, after I finish up. A big praying mantis. Not a bad idea. No, too wobbly. Too thick. Supposed to start off bigger and get small. Okay, yeah, that's better. Drum could be a grumpy owl. Although we already kind of have an owl boss in Tropical Freeze. Okay, now I gotta make the arms. Or color the arms. Nope. Yeah, that's piano. Just gotta get the words in. Okay, for street drum could be a street drum, be a shark, a black shark. Well, I think that's piano key. That's pretty much that for it. I'm fairly happy with it. Do I think it looks better than the others? No. Oh, I didn't draw the this stuff. That. I think the best the one though is Horno. Horno looks immaculate in my opinion. I just love the way it looks. Symbols also looks pretty good. Piano, it still looks like what it looks like, so I'm not gonna complain. And then this is what I said. I started drawing Mugly. This is the outlines of Mugly. I drew all the outline, and I'm pretty pleased with how the outlines of Mugly looks. And I had started drawing the actual lines. I drew in all his actual parts. Once again, still pleased, and I'd start coloring. But I haven't finished coloring. But once I finish coloring Mugly, he'll be complete. So I just got to get on with that. Yeah, like I said, I did a before doing. I did a rough blueprint for him, and I'm pretty pleased with the way Mugly turned out in the um sketch. Yeah, I'll do the boss animals for the originals, and then the bosses for the OC characters. But first, if when I do the boss animals, I'll do them for I'll do these ones, the ones for the original ones. Yeah, right now this is about as far as I got colored in on Mugly. Still got to work on the rest. And then yeah, those were all the human stuff, and I need to draw Piano's hypnosis thing. How many did I do on each one? I did about 2 for each, and I did 2 of those. 2 of those. Okay, it just depends. Okay. So I'm not done with piano. I still got the hypnosis like particles to draw. Where did I draw the name at? Okay, what color should his hypnosis particles should be? The blue and green. Or it could be black and white. Well, no, it can't be white, so I guess I'll do the blue. Not big enough. Wait, I can't even remember how I drew that thing. Got to look at it again. Okay, it's a swirl up at the... Okay, I got it now. So one swirl? Yeah, it's a swirl top there. Yeah, okay. Actually, so that it's more visible, I'm going to use the darker blue. Okay, it's one. No, I need to make it bigger than that. I can always expand it later, but I want it to look big now for it to do later. Okay, but that looks weird. It's not looking right. What am I missing? I'm missing a swirl. I swear I'm missing a swirl. Something ain't looking right. Okay, it starts on the opposite side. That's my issue. Okay, there we go. It's over here, swirl. There we go. Yeah. Okay, that's better. And then the other thing we'll do in this dark blue, I guess, can be the this one. And then in the green, we can do tuba can have a crocodile. Yeah, that sounds pretty good actually. Wait. one of those in green. And the other thing in green can be this, I guess. Nope. And then the other color, I'm going to do the black for the other color. Now, does it have one of these? I can't remember. It's time to take a look. Yeah, it has one of those. There's 6 in each. Yeah, so I have 6 in total. And I already did 2 of these. And I've done 1 of that and 1 of that. And so I can do 1 more of this. Actually, I'm going to do 1 more of this. Nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do 1 more of these. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. So 1 in black. And then another, one of these in black. Cowbell can be a bull. Okay. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's 6. So I just gotta reposition them. No. We'll move this up here. No, we won't, because that's too many of the same object in the same spot. Flyer can have a lion. Well, actually, the ones who made those custom tikis, I want to know what their opinion on it is. And actually, I think Violin should be the one with the lion, because in Violin's name, I did a pun and named it Violion. So I think Violin would be the one better suited to have a lion in as its animal. Okay, that's that. So I just gotta add the light yellow sparkle Komodo or Komodo dragon or something like that. I don't know. This the yellow I used? I think so. Nope, way too big. Actually, when I did the sparkles, did I do more? Okay, and they were in a different yellow color. Yeah, they're yellow, not that color. Okay, time to redo the sparkles. Okay, well, I think that should be it for piano tiki. Yeah. And I was thinking of doing another stream after this one, but I might not due to I'll be going to work. I say soon, but it's not really that soon. But I still kind of want time to do something else. So yeah, that's piano tiki. And I'm gonna sync it so I can share to myself on my other account. Okay. So yeah, now we have three. We have horno, cymbals, and Sienna. Which one should I do next before I end this stream? Tell me which custom tiki I should draw next. I'd like to hear from y'all. I'll also do a community post on it, trying to figure out which one I should do next. So yeah, that's the question. Because here's my thoughts. The one I should do next, I might do, where is he at? I'm thinking of doing maybe flute, possibly trombone or tuba. Could be cowbell. I don't know. We'll just have to see, I guess. So yeah, so for anybody who's still watching, thank you. That'll be it for me. As you see, it took 57 minutes for me to draw piano tiki. I'll probably post it on my shop. Probably put it on the shop or whatever. which I'll link later down the line. So yeah, it's a pleasure, and have a good day.